coaster zooms past us. People's screams cut through the sunset-dyed sky.
Do we need to get on the spinning teacups?
Zayne and I are at the back of the line. He looks at the tourists engrossed in their fun. It's as if he feels he doesn't fit in. It's not too late to back out now.
Are you suggesting I run away? I might find myself locked out of my own home later.
Don't say that. I would never do such a thing.
I just haven't visited such a lively place in a while. You were also with me the last time I was here.
I thought you didn't want to come here again. When I texted you this afternoon about going to the amusement park, you asked if I'd be with my friends.
Last time, when you said you were going to an art exhibit, I said I was free over the weekend. Then you told me I misunderstood you. You had already planned to hang out with your friends. I won't make the same mistake twice.
Okay, so that art exhibit was because Tara invited me along with Captain Jenna and our other colleagues. It was a while ago. I just mentioned it in passing. You're keeping track, huh?
Am I? You become more like the people you spend time with, I suppose.
Not far away, a group of tourists on the spinning teacups let out a stream of screams, and Zayne can't help but turn his gaze toward them. If you get scared, you can hold my arm.
If I do that, won't I be letting you have a good laugh?
It's okay for a guy to be scared of riding some cute teacups. You can also squeeze my hand.
How very kind of you.
Zayne holds out his hand to me.
Likewise. If you get scared, you can squeeze my hand.
Soon enough, it's our turn. Zayne and I get into a teacup and fasten our seatbelts. Cheerful music plays, and the teacup starts spinning faster and faster. A feeling of weightlessness intensifies. I find myself leaning on Zayne because I'm dizzy from all the spinning. I can't sit up straight.
Do you need some help sitting up?
I can take it. I'm fine. But as the teacup spins in the opposite direction, I start leaning to the other side. Zayne immediately pulls me close. I think I'm starting to feel nauseous. This feeling of weightlessness makes my stomach churn. Once the ride stops, Zayne has to assist me in standing up from the teacup. Finally, it's over. The teacups were faster than before. Did they speed it up?
Let's rest over there.
We walk to a bench. I sit down.
Rest here for a bit. Take deep breaths.
How come I'm the only one who's nauseous? Don't you feel anything? Zayne is about to nod, but noticing how I'm grimacing from dizziness, he pats my shoulder instead.
I also feel dizzy. I'm only pretending to be fine.
As if I'd believe that.
Stay here. I'll get you some water.
I nod. The nausea slowly subsides as I take the time to recover. When Zayne returns, he's holding a water bottle and a popsicle. I feel much better now. I think I've fully recovered.
Then is the brave warrior ready to conquer the next area?
I take the popsicle from his hand and tear open the wrapper. The brave warrior needs to bite into her popsicle before setting off on her quest. As Zayne and I head to the next ride, dusk draws closer to us. The amusement park's lights turn on. Passing by the park mascots, a fluffy black cat catches my eye. It's Nico. Nico's the most popular mascot right now.
A cat that walks on two legs?
Zayne, could you take our photo? Here. I give my phone to him and jog over to Nico. I link arms with the mascot and pose. I make a peace sign.
Done.
Take another picture. With one arm around me and the other on her hip, Nico's furry paw settles on my shoulder, striking the classic pose. Did you get it?
Yes. Let's go. There's a cafe that sells a special kind of ice cream. We should try it.
Leaving the cafe, I take off the wrapping on the ice cream while looking at the photos Zayne took.
Nico is a girl mascot, correct?
The official description doesn't say. But who cares? What matters is that Nico's cute.
It seems you find a lot of things cute.
Zayne waves his hand in front of me, and I look up at him. What's the matter?
I'm checking to see if your eyes are still on the cat that walks on two legs.
Are you jealous?
Is there a reason why I shouldn't be? Cats are cute. They're difficult to beat.
So it's a cuteness competition now.
At times, even I can get competitive, especially when something important is involved.
The ice cream is so cold that it makes my teeth hurt, but I use it to cover my mouth and hide a smile I can't suppress. As we talk, we come across a ride with a line that stretches as far as the eye can see.
Maybe we should check out that place instead. Very few people are lining up for it.
Less people usually means it's less thrilling.
We'll take a look then. You could use this time to rest more.
The place Zayne spoke of is a theater that was renovated to appear like a castle. Inside the theater, which resembles a fairy tale world, a group of children sits on the floor, eagerly awaiting the start of the show. I don't think we're the target audience.
Isn't it a bit too soon to jump to conclusions?
We're just about ready to begin. Please, find a seat, kiddos.
Did you hear that? Sit. I pull Zayne down to the floor. And then, holograms suddenly light up around us. A building that resembles the castle we just entered appears.
Once upon a time, in a peaceful, prosperous kingdom, a griffin appeared. It brought chaos to the world.
A monster's roar resounds near my ear. The stone I'm leaning back on caves in. A griffin pops out and spews flames at me. I move back, and Zayne catches me from behind, but it's all special effects. There's no real fire.
Are you alright?
I nod. Zayne abruptly shifts and blocks me from seeing the children. What's the matter? Curious, I crane my neck to look at what's behind him. Under the light of the holograms, kids are laughing at me. Zayne wants to laugh too. But as soon as he makes eye contact with me, he stops himself. It wasn't fair. Even wanderers don't do jump scares. Weren't you spooked?
To an extent. But your scream was what really got me.
You can stop right there, mister.
Come closer. Or swap places with me.
Not wanting to block anyone's view, I reluctantly move closer to him until we're side by side. The story continues. A princess wearing armor appears. She raises her long sword and points it at the flying monster in the sky. I just remembered something. I watched this when I was little. It was about a princess and her priest traveling the world together. They needed to find a sword that could slay the griffin.
And how does it end?
The monster thought the princess would be defeated because the priest disappeared. But just as it savored the taste of victory, she leapt onto its head and ended its life in a single strike.
What about the priest? How does the movie end?
The priest returned to the princess. Together, they set out to conquer new lands.
I'm glad it didn't have a sad ending.
If fairy tales had sad endings, children would be crying their eyes out.
Some may not cry in front of others. But sad movies can still make them tear up in secret, even if they're no longer children.
Oh, someone seems to be speaking from experience.
When it comes to watching sad movies, I remind myself they're not true stories. It helps.
What about real life?
Real life doesn't always have happy endings. However, with you here, my story won't end in tragedy.
So you think any story with me becomes a comedy?
Your role is the most important.
Zayne turns away. As the hologram lights up again, I notice his mouth curling into a smile.
You're the star of the show.
After the movie, Zayne and I go on more rides together: Cosmic Journey, Canyon Leap, and Raft Adventure. There's a commotion when we, soaking wet, step out of the venue. We look up. Dazzling fireworks bloom in the night sky. Countless more soar into the air and burst above the amusement park.
Let's sit here. We can get a better view of the fireworks.
Zayne raises his head, his gaze following the fireworks.
I believe I understand why everyone likes this place. It's a paradise almost. free from worry. Happiness is all that matters.
And it's okay to be a child again.
Couldn't you do that out in the world?
Outside? How long has it been since we became adults? Acting like a child is just asking to be ridiculed.
Our bodies may age, but I think many of us wish to relive our childhood at times. We all have those small regrets from back then. Candy we never received. A compliment that never came, even though we waited for it. That's why no matter how old we get, we will always have an inner child. There's nothing wrong with indulging that side of us every once in a while.
You almost make me want to try it. I haven't acted like a kid for so long, though. Hey Zayne, any tips on where to start?
I think it's about being honest with your feelings and not worrying about others laughing at you.
I look up. The fireworks fill the sky, and there's a silvery light that falls like a shooting star. It feels like we're in a fairy tale. I tug Zayne's sleeve. The moment he turns to look at me, I smile. Zayne, I'm really happy right now. I'm happier than a cat napping under the sun.
You're enjoying this?
There's one last place I want to visit with you.
You're making it sound mysterious.
It's just something kids like, not mysterious at all. I reach out to help Zayne stand. He has his eyes cast downward when he gets up. He doesn't see my hand.
Let's go.
The merry-go-round spins under the night sky. The scene looks like a page ripped out of a fairy tale book.
So it was the merry-go-round.
The amusement park is about to close. We're the only ones left. I get on the white horse. Zayne sits in the sky blue carriage next to me. As the merry-go-round spins, my horse gently rises along with my heart. Fireworks continue to bloom in the sky. I raise my hand toward them, trying to catch bursts of light.
Can I be honest with you about something?
Why do you sound so serious?
It's not serious. I just wanted to tell you. I had a great time today.
Really? Was it because of the teacups and merry-go-round?
Yes. They made me feel happy in different ways. If you want to visit this place again, just call that person who didn't seem to fit in at first. His name is Zayne.
Does this Zayne know that couples get a discount here?
He probably doesn't, but I'll let him know.
The fireworks drown out the merry-go-round's music. I suddenly recall the fairy tale movie we watched today. It ended with the princess and her priest looking up at a sky filled with fireworks from their castle. The place in the distance that I want to reach, it's there. I point to the night sky. Beyond the sky, there are vast plateaus, towering peaks, galloping horses, myths, fireworks, and so much else. I lower my hand, then, I point at him. You. I hug the merry-go-round horse's neck, smiling at him as the night breeze passes us by.
Was that last item on the list a mistake?
What do you mean? As my hand falls, Zayne catches it. He holds it tightly.
I'm not far away. I'm right here, by your side.